So we're gonna try to go, I think you try to go first here. I would want to set up Docu if I can, so I could do Docu, Van Augur, and then potentially just Burgess. But we're gonna do this, add a Docu, nice, pass turn. Next turn I could do my Age into Docu and swing 5 after that, Van Augur, Docu, pop, whatever. Kuina is an activate main, while Tashigi is a on play, so that's something we have to take into consideration. While Tashigi is 5 cost. At 4 Dawn, he won't be able to do it unless he goes into Kuina. I don't really know what the Zoro list look like right now, but the thing is, for now, okay, well, there you go. They do play Kuina. So if I play Docu right now, I have to be worried that it might be rested, so you could just do swing onto the Docu. So in a way, I could do my Age here, try to hard look for a Docu. It can only rest a 4 cost or less, so technically if I add a Kuzan here, it won't be able to be rested, but I kind of want him to try to go for that play, right? Go into Kuina, so then after that I could get rid of the Kuina. I potentially get a free draw, and then after that we're just being chilling. So I'm gonna force him to go into Kuina next turn, so he doesn't go for a better play. If he goes for like a 4 cost Zoro, it's actually more annoying. So therefore that's why we want him to go into Kuina right now. And I don't think they would play for Kuina, and if they do play for Kuina, they need to have Kuina back to back, because it's the only card that's actually activate main that is annoying. So he swings 8 at to the Docu and 8 at face, and then we're just gonna take it. So I could swing 5 at the Kuina for sure, and I believe here playing the Kuzan is kind of favorable, but also extending our board. But actually going for the Kuzan here and then doing leader effect pitch to Van Augur means that we're opening our plays next turn to do Lafitte or our stage or my Age to find another Docu to get rid of whatever the threat is. Or even 7 cost, right? If we draw into 7 costs, that's actually pretty nice. We could do leader effect pitch to Van Augur, because Kuzan could just summon back to Van Augur and we pass. And then I'll still be able to swing with the Kuzan or the Teach next turn. And also because he's at 5 life, now we're kind of unintentionally starving. But the thing is, that's kind of the best way to go on about against Zoro. So it seems like he doesn't want to really start his turn, which is kind of interesting. But at 6 Dawns, also, I could see him try to do like Law, right? Law, bounce back, Roronoa, try to flicker, just try to summon something else. But since we negated the leader effect, then he's not able to do that. Also, he might try to play Cavendish instead, swing 6 face. But we'll try to like counter as much as we can. So here, Kushiro can protect pretty much everyone, even himself. If one of your opponents, if one of your 5 cost or lower / attribute character other than this card, so I could try to get rid of him. So 9 face, honestly, just take it. Here, I could try to get rid of this card if I can, right? I'll do Lafitte here, Lafitte effect. We'll try to search into a Docu. Here, I think I'll just try to add a... I think adding a Teach is kind of justified, low-key. I'm at 5 Dawns. If I use Stage, I'll have 4 Dawns. And if I try Docu, I'll have 2 open Dawns. So if I'm able to find Docu with just this stage, it's actually pretty good. We're going to search. We get a... So here, adding 10 costs is pretty good, because I already bottomed deck 1. So like I already only run 3 right now in this deck list, so it's better to go that way. We're gonna go Lafitte. So there we go. We find our Docu. So now technically I could do swing 5 with the Kuzan, and then Kuzan bring back Van Augur. Van Augur draws into a card, and I could do -2 onto Kushiro, Docu pop, and he only has Perona and 1-0 to try to deal with this whole fiasco. So 5/5. We don't have to do leader effect. In case he gets a trigger that could rest or Van Augur, would kind of be problematic. So we're going to do Kuzan here, bring back the Van Augur effect, -3, and then Docu here can pop this. We're going to have to keep looting leader effects, so we're going to pitch a Cheeseburgers here, and we're going to pass. Keeping the 7 cost is an option, 6 cost as well. The moment we see that our board is just way too big for the opponent, that's when we pitch a 6 cost. But for now, it doesn't seem like that's the case. And also, he only has 5 cards, even though he went down in 1 life. So that means that he's been using too much resources So he's going to go 2 at the 0, which makes me draw a card, which is nice. And then after that, normally he would try to swing onto Van Augur or maybe the Lafitte, because if I keep drawing cards, then I'll be able to find my Docus anytime that I would really want. Thank you for the follow, by the way, what I just noticed it. Let's see. So he goes into Zoro, doesn't get any restand Dawns yet, but he goes 9 at the Van Augur. I could let it pass, and then now he has to swing face. I drew into a Docu, which is pretty nice, so I could use it next turn. 9 face, no problem. So now I'm gonna swing 5, I think, at the Perona, double search, do a let's see, I'll do stage first. Stage, pitch, stage. Try to see if there's better plays. So I'm gonna add Van Augur here. So I could do Van Augur Docu this turn, do stage, Lafitte search, Lafitte search. So that means I'll be able to deal with the Zoro, kill the Perona, and have all these searchers on board. Which means I eventually I'll be able to look for my Black Spiral, which will be used to counter the Zoro deck. So we'll do Lafitte here. We're gonna search into, I mean, adding 10 cost here is nice because I mean, we're gonna be looping them eventually once our board is comfortable enough. We're gonna do Lafitte here. So we play 4 in this list. Whatever. So I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm gonna add Kuzan here because we'll be playing Van Augur anyway, but I have to do leader effect eventually. So I'm gonna do leader effect now. Pitch the Van Augur, Kuzan effect, Kuzan bring back the Van Augur -3, and then we get to do Doc Q pop. So now we have a full board of searchers and shenanigans like that, and he'll try to just keep going face, but then eventually I'll have a Black Spiral unless they're in my life. So we're at 10 cards in hand. My board is starting to be more and more annoying, I feel. I'll be able to just spawn blockers if I can. I already used 2 Kuzan though, so that means I'll have 2 more to be able to summon either a Shiryu from trash or any of that stuff. Unless he has like 4 DMGs in hand, he won't be able to attack face non-stop. If you ever go 10 cost teach, and then a blocker, the moment I have 3 blockers, that's when it becomes very annoying for him. So he's gonna go 9 at the Van Augur. Gives me a free draw, no problem. So we went back all the way to the bottom of the decks. Here I'm gonna counter. I'm gonna pitch a 2, 2, and a 1, no problem. So now here I could do 10 cost teach here, freeze 3, swing 5 if I really want to. I think swing 5 here is necessary first because anyway he's not at 2 life or 1 life, so therefore this is not a blocker. This is just a character. So I could search for 2 Dons. Doing 10 costs here is nice, which means I'm able to establish a blocker immediately. But the thing is, if I block once, he could re-swing again. So I really need to start establishing more blockers ASAP. It seems like I haven't seen any Black Spiral, so I really believe the 2 last life here are actually Black Spiral. Which is good. It makes me believe that I'm in a safer spot than I am. So I'm gonna do leader stage. I mean 10 cost freeze, and then here I have to do leader effects. So I'm gonna pitch a. I think we're gonna pitch my age here because we're reaching to the point where we are very low in deck count. So it's not necessary to have it, especially because I haven't really played Gisburgas yet. But once I slap those Gisburgas though, that's gonna be a bit tough for him. I only have 2 left in the deck and 2 in trash. So technically the maximum amount I could play is 4 if I do summon Kuzan both times, right? So if he swings 5 right now, I could just counter with I think the Gisburgas because I could just bring it back. Then eventually I'll have to do stage or leader pitch the 7 cost because I think I'll find my other one eventually. What could he do? He's just gonna go 13 face. Yeah, here there's no reason to counter here because if I block, he could just re-attack again. So we get into a docu. So if I do a 10 cost freeze, I could block the next attack and he has to swing again. I could block. If he goes DMG res both, then he better have a DMG next turn again. Let's see here. I'll do for sure stage here, pitch the liberation because we're reaching at a point where we kind of don't need all that. So I'll do 10 cost now, and then once I'll be playing Shiryu, that's when I'll have active Dons to actually use the Black Spiral. So we're gonna do 5 at face. He could counter now if he really wants to. Oh, he goes into 0 cost. 0 cost pitched a Law and Beppo, which is fair play, and I get to do teach effect freeze, and I could do also leader effect here. We're gonna pitch a I think 7 cost here because I'll find the other one anyway. And then now if he goes for DMG, he'll have like 6 Dons, but swing 11. And then he better have another DMG. But if he has another DMG at that time, I'll already have Black Spiral, which makes it so he won't be able to restand once he tries to attack my blocker, Shiryu, because I'll be summoning him with Kuzan anyway. But that's the moment where I'm probably going to be just attacking with my 10 cost teach or something like that. Or I can even go for another 10 cost teach, freeze, because if you go DMG, then I still have another 10 cost teach going on. So he goes for 15 face. I believe here I could just take. We get the last Black Spiral, which is nice. So now, let's see here. I could try to search to have more cards in hand. I could also play Kuzan for 5. So I'll need 7 Dons up, so I could search twice and try to swing 5 here. So I think swinging 5 here is justified. Okay. Also, the moment I have a bunch of characters, that's when it's going to be a bit tough for him. Let's see. Also, if he swings with this, I could literally kill it afterwards. So I could do here... Lafitte here will look for 2 key counters. I think searching it like this is fine. We're at 12 cards in deck. That's when it's going to start to be a bit scary. So I'm going to do Kuzan over this, effect, spawn back a Shiryu, and then I think I'm just going to do leader effect from now on and just keep Dons up. If he goes DMG, you could try to rest Dons as well if he really wants to. I think here I could do leader effect. Oh wait, I could do... If I had more Tempest Kick, I'd do Tempest Kick, and then Dock pop. But then I need more Dons for sure. I have 2 Tempest Kick in Trash already, so I think I'm just going to keep 1 for now. Or I could also do Tempest Kick and Black Bull if I don't want to use my Dock. But I think for now we're going to do Leader Effect. We're going to pitch... What's the most useless card? Dock? Probably Dock here, because we already have a Dock up. And then we just pass here. He could also do Kuina for 4. Try to rest the Shiryu, but Shiryu is a... I think it rests 4 cost base, right? Original cost of 4. So yeah, so 4 for Kuina, 4 for DMG, and then it's going to swing 7. But then I could just counter a 2 and a 1, which is not that crazy, to be honest. If I block this... Okay, let me think real quick. If I block this, right? Then he goes DMG, rest both, and he goes 1, 7, 9, 10, 11. I could do -4... So be at 7 and then 2 and a 1. And I'll still have a Black Sparrow. But then that's wasting a Black Sparrow. But that's also forcing him to use DMG now, which I kind of don't mind. Because the moment I have more blockers, that's when it's going to be annoying for him to try to deal with me. And then once I have 4 blockers, I think at this point he just needs double DMG and a bunch of other shenanigans. But yeah. But I think he also wants to try to establish more characters on board to try to attack more, right? I don't think he just wants to stay like this. Also, he's probably drawing into more non-counters as well. What's up, Necro Shadow? How are you doing? Hello, hello. We're playing a very rogue deck, it seems. I'm like seeing a lot of people say that like Blackbeard is a fake deck, whatever, especially because in the format now all you see is what do you call it? That other deck. But yeah, anyway, people are saying it's a fake deck. I'm trying to prove it wrong. So here it goes 15 at the Lafitte. I mean, sure, yeah, 15 Lafitte, no problem. Now he could just try to restand and swing 10. On 15 onto the Teach. I could pitch 2 2Ks here and it calls the day. So it goes up to 14, 16. So then, oh yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, I like that. Picasso. So now, I could do 10 cost Teach, freeze, and I'll have 4 blockers at that point, which is pretty insane. So 5 here, face. He could pitch counters now. And I believe if he goes for DMG, let's say I attack with this 10 cost Teach, right? And it goes DMG and I still have a blocker. But I need to keep all my blockers up. Unless I go for another type of blocker like Caribou, which is pretty good. So I could 12 onto the Law, play Caribou, or could try to do like some Kuzan type play to bring back Van Augur and then Tempest Kick -3 and then kill this. And then I'll have 3 blockers. So he goes DMG and I still have Black Sparrow, which is good. So so be 2 for Black Sparrow, 5 for the Kuzan, 1 for Tempest Kick, and then 2 Dons more, I guess, for DMG, which could be used, and then I get rid of the Law. And also, but the thing is, I will not be able to... Oh no, I could still swing with this. Because if I swing with it, then I'll still have Caribou, so he needs to like rest, and like do a bunch of shenanigans. So I could play 1 for Caribou, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Unless I go for 10 cost Teach now. And then I have 2 blockers, but then like at that point, like playing Black Sparrow means that he won't be able to attack my face. And also in terms of counters, I don't really have much. So I think that swinging face here is kind of justified. That deck is solid, not the best deck, but can definitely get good results. I mean, that's the thing, is that I'm here to prove it wrong. I'm here to prove it that it's a matter of just how do I say this? Of trying harder at the deck, and then eventually just beating everyone with it. So I get to do this, effect, bring back the Kuzan, Fuzan effect -3 Docu pop, so we got rid of the character. So now I could also play Caribou, right, which over the Docu, because we don't need that Docu at all. And I could do leader effect. We're gonna pitch a 7-cost Teach, and then I still have double Black Spiral, triple blocker, and if he wants to go for Queen Eye lethal, he will only be swing 7 or something like that. So I already have 3 Dawns up, I did leader effect, I have 3 blockers, and I still have an extra. So instead of the Docu, I have a Van Augur, which could be used to attack, which is kind of nice. So now we're reaching kind of the deadline, right? We're having 3, he's at 3 life, so technically, if I try to swing big with everyone, it's gonna get very dirty for him. So he goes 13 at the Van Augur. Not gonna lie, I could just do Black Spiral here, negate the effect, and then just take the Van Augur draw. Maybe he's trying also to deck me out, which could be a bit problematic. In that instance here, let's see, 13, and he only has 2 Dawns up, so he won't be able to restand. So I think I just do no blocker, do Black Spiral, negate this, and then I just take this, so I get a free draw. What music is? I'm not remembering it, but I know it very well. It's from Pokemon Colosseum. It's a GameCube game from like 2003. It's very memorable, especially if you watch Pokemon videos. A lot of people put this as a background music. For 2 Dawns, he might also just do Kurashiro. If he does that, I could just do Black Hole Pop, or some stuff like that. Or I can even summon Cheeseburgers for next turn, so I could try to swing big. As long as I stay with 3 blockers, I think we're pretty safe. Yeah, you see Kurashiro. So now I'm reaching the low Dawn amount, which is kind of unfortunate, but low card in my deck. So if I go 10 cost here, negate, swing 5, 12, I think we're fine. Let's see if he goes for swing, block, pop this, technically, because this will be negated, so it'll be fine. And then once I block with this, kills. If he goes for Queena and DMG, rest 1, let's say, I think we're fine as well, yeah. So we'll just go 10 cost here, freeze this, and this, swing 5 at face. If he goes for Queena plus DMG, that's 8 Dawns, 8 Dawns total, so swing 7, and I have a 2 and 1, so we're fine. Yeah, that's it. I remember it so well. Yeah, it's an amazing music, man. And I'm glad you know it. I'm glad you know it. Actually, no, if he goes for Queena, he'll be 3 rested on onto him, so it'll be a 10k face. 10k face, let's say I block. Well, Queena rest this, DMG rest these 2, so as long as I have another blocker, we're fine. And then he swings, I block, and then he swings again, which is 10. I could go 7, 8, 9, 10 only. So I for sure, GG's. I would have to have had do stage and try to look for another counter, which I don't think I had any. I could also look in my trash to just try to see what I had. But yeah, he was pretty much having nothing going on. He didn't have a Queena, he only had DMG, but my whole board is all blockers, which made it so it was very difficult for him. Even though they have DMG and a bunch of things to rest my board, right? Alright, next game.